Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream.
Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Zach LaVine from UCLA.
Zach LaVine, a terrific athlete.
Rebounds already. Zach LaVine ready for the dunk contest. Dunk champion. LaVine, who could catch him? Nobody. LaVine looking at an open floor, and nobody's going to beat him down the court. Zach LaVine, just get a little sense taking the team with him. And he was doomed defensively. Oh! Zach LaVine, the dunk contest is sneak peek. Great at it. And there is a heck of a pass and a dunk by LaVine. Great high school player. Take away. LaVine on the dunk. 17th NBA season. What a pass and what a finish. That time, LaVine bucks it home. Rebounds already. Zach LaVine ready for the dunk contest, folks.
That one already goes into the highlight package.
LaVine, look out. Highlight reel. LaVine coast to coast for the dunk. And LaVine, showtime. Worried about what everybody was going to say. Zach LaVine. Oh my! Zach LaVine counts the rebound. You could see him like a starter in the blocks in the track meet.
Goes up and takes it. Pulls off the turnover. Zach LaVine in transition.
He's in an absolute zone right now.
Yeah, he really is.
11 out of 13. He's got 28 points.
LaVine powers it down. The two-time slam dunk. Zach LaVine. Whoa! Just climbed the ladder on Alex Len, and then Rubio taking the basketball away.
That was the best Zach LaVine dunk I've ever seen.
Rubio feeds LaVine, scoops it under Drummond, and got fouled in the process. Uh-oh. Zach LaVine holding his knee.
Thought I hyperextended my knee at first. Got up, walked around a little bit, and played another 6-7 minutes. When I went back in the game, the fourth quarter, I felt it shift a little bit, my knee. And that's why I thought something was a little iffy.
Jones reaches and fouls.
He fouls intentionally. Why? To get Zach LaVine out of the game. He is hurting.
I was mad at first. I've never really been hurt before.
Well, last night against Detroit, the Minnesota Timberwolves lost more than a game. They lost Zach LaVine, their talented young player, who is out for the remainder of the season with a torn left ACL. Having a career year, and unfortunately he is gone now for the season.
Terrible news. It's obviously you feel for Zach, first and foremost, just who he is as a person, and obviously what he means to our team and the type of teammate that he is.
His teammate Karl Anthony Towns tweeting, "This would be lying if I said I didn't cry when I got the news, wishing a speedy recovery to not just my teammate, but my brother and Zach LaVine." So this is
Took a couple of days. Obviously you're very upset. You want to be there with your team, your teammates. All the hard work you put in. But, just like anything else, I'm going to work my butt off to get back to it, back to where I was and be better at what I was. I take, everything is just a stepping stone. And, I think I'll be fine.
Yes, sir. Jimmy Butler going out to Minnesota and coming back is Zach LaVine.
It can't be said enough. The trade itself. Oh my God, did Chicago get punched in their face. I would hate to be a Bulls fan today. You gave up, look, the history of the NBA is this. The winner of the trade is the team that gets the best player. That's it. And what did you get for him? A bunch of flotsam. Dunn was so bad they couldn't get rid of Marco Rubio. He played Marco Rubio back into like an essential piece on that team.
That's a good point.
Look, LaVine has hops. LaVine has hops. There's no doubt about it, Stephen A. And he has some offensive talent. He's a one-way player coming off an injury. I actually think with limited upside as a result of his defense.
I'm very happy for this opportunity. I'm trying not to let anybody down because, I know how important this is for this organization. I want to be able to go out there and help and be one of the leaders of this team. It's a struggle not being able to be out there with your guys. You see them fighting and stuff like that, but, I can be there to support and help, be a part of the guys and, put that hard work in and let them see my work ethic and let them know that, they're not going through this alone. I'm way ahead of schedule. Once that time does come, I'm going to hit the ground running and be ready. I got complete trust in myself and, utter confidence in myself because of the work I put in. I'm going to go out there and continue to do that. Whenever I put this jersey on, I'm going to show up. I'm going to do what I have to do for this team to win.
You almost want to take the coat off and just, hop out there, get in for a play or, for a timeout call or something like that.
Tonight at the United Center, Zach LaVine makes his Bulls debut. He's in the starting lineup as the fans file in here to get their first glimpse of what the Bulls hope is a future star in a Bulls uniform.
There's his first shot in over a year. First step in the fadeaway 15-footer. And hangs, fires, scores. Oh! He didn't just do it like that. The numbers, he probably had a layup. And there's a great nice. Ryan Arcidiacono, great heads-up play. LaVine circles, hangs, fires. Give me the hot sauce, Zach LaVine! Hot sauce time!
Let's face it, things have been weird in Chicago.
He goes right. Oh! Stop it, Samson! Did you not get the memo? He didn't come for the massage, he came for the facial. Oh my goodness!
The Bulls have had 3 coaches in 5 years. All in all, it has been a good stretch for the Bulls, who have sorely needed it.
Watch your head. What a pass by Arch. Point guard does.
I think he deserves to be an all-star this year because of the numbers he's putting up. He's averaging 25 points. This month, he's averaging 30 points.
Wow! Get up or get out the way! Long three! Oh my goodness! From Gastonia, Zach LaVine has made 12 out of 16. They won't go away. Good God! Always in the rearview mirror.
Your instructions at that point are pretty much make anyone but LaVine take the final shot.
He's hitting game winners this year for this team. I mean, it's because of him they have the wins, a lot of wins, right, that they do have.
I'm not going to let it define me or who I think I am. I think I know who I am every time I step on the court.
Get ahead off the touch pass and look out. Oh, flight 8. Fasten your seatbelts. Take it away again.
Back to Zach. Pump fakes a 3 and a drive.
I think he's finally on people's radar. I've known how talented he is for a long time, but he's a tremendous player. So he definitely should be an all-star this year.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
It's his kind of night. Wow. Oh, Zach, 46 on 12 three-point makes.
Oh, put that man in the zone. There you go, Zach.
LaVine has 40. LaVine has 43 and 11 three-point makes. What a night for Pete Dunson.
Lopez gets it back to him. LaVine with a runway. Lays it in. That's the foul.
Gives it to Don. Flips it in. Zach driving. He took it right at Harold.
There's LaVine. Step back 3. Oh, what a shot by Zach LaVine. LaVine, watch out.
Oh, watch your head. Good block by Zach LaVine from behind. Quick fly with me. Zach LaVine.
With the 4th pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Chris Paul from Wake Forest University.
I don't doubt that Byron Scott and the rest of the Braves close to New Orleans will smile again.
When it comes to running the show, captaining the ship, being an orchestrator, a facilitator, a floor general, anybody, and I mean anybody, that knows the game of basketball will tell you this brother is elite. Elite. Just elite.
But the other thing about Chris Paul's play in this basketball game, not only what he did defensively, but what he did on the offensive end was spectacular.
Paul buries the jumper. A broken ankle. There's a broken ankle in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Right into Fisher. Another beautiful entry pass, finish, and the foul. Chris Paul threw a bullet as they swung it weak side and a chance for a three-point play. 6-0 run, the crossover on Kobe by Chris Paul. A jaw-dropping move by CP3. And sometimes you take his greatness for granted.
While some of the game's most established names were in the running for MVP, one young star in New Orleans suddenly burst into the race with a brilliant season of his own.
The jumper. A broken ankle. There's a broken ankle in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, did he fake him out? Paul against Magruder. Uses the pick. Gets to freedom. Scores the jump shot.
Paul dancing on the dribble. Down to the right baseline. The turning jumper from 10 is good.
Ball between the legs and in.
Spin cycle right there by CP3.
Paul requested a trade away from New Orleans 2 weeks ago. Hornets general manager Dell Demps worked out a deal to send CP3 to the LA Lakers last week, only to have that deal voided by NBA Commissioner David Stern. Trade number 2 sent Paul to the LA Clippers, but that trade fell apart when the Clippers got cold feet. But the Clips obviously warmed up to obtaining the NBA's best point guard because they're sending a big haul of talent down south.
And Tim, how good a fit is this for the Clippers?
The Clippers, the combination of Chris Paul and Chauncey Billups, with a healthy Caron Butler, who I spoke to last night. You've got DeAndre Jordan with Blake Griffin. This team is no joke. As far as I'm concerned, the Los Angeles Clippers have officially become one of the top 4 teams in the Western Conference, and I dare say they are on the verge of being better than the Lakers before this season ends. This is a serious, serious move.
We don't want to be remembered for being the most exciting. We don't want to be known just for being all-stars, breaking records. We want to raise a banner. Because once you put one up here, you'll always be remembered as a champion.
I just think with the way he plays in the open floor, his ability to run pick and roll, make decisions, play alongside Blake Griffin, obviously very exciting for the Clippers now. You get Blake Griffin first, rookie year, most dynamic player coming into the league a long time, a year ago, and now you add Chris Paul to the mix. You know, very exciting time to be a Clippers man.
Paul all the way to the hole, back it in. Rudy Gay, I don't know what he was thinking. Clutches, double clutches. Paul spinning several times already. Has that basketball on a swivel right now.
Lure falls down. That's embarrassing against Chris Paul.
Paul. Paul. There you go. We'll dish it out. Jordan.
The starting five begins 7-7.
Knocks it down. What a move by CP3, and he scored with the foul.
Goes down. We're on to Paul to Griffin. Chris Paul lets it fly. Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me, Chris Paul.
team's always found a way to fight, and we got to fight now.
It's really win or go home.
Will sidestep him and take it in. Whiting. He knocks down the three. Make that 20-15. A triple-double from Hart. 26-10 assists, 11 rebounds. And we got 4 game 6s coming up. Clippers never got closer than 12. So it is on to L.A.
Late shot clock. Somebody's got to shoot. It will be Rivers. It will be 3. And a rebound by strong minute here. Jones, a big 3 in the air. And he got that. Point game. This elimination game. Rockets trying to stay alive. Ariza the 3. Redick makes the margins 12. The save by Jordan took out 2 people.
Well, he taps it. Winds up going right to Brewer. Knocks down the 3.
Brewer on the drive. Got it to go. And the foul will be called on Griffin.
That's big time for scoring.
9-point game. Now Smith will take the 3 and hit. And it's down to 6 with 7 back-to-back. Triples. Jay Smooth. Smith on the drive. He's fielded. Josh Smith has made this a 3-point game. It's 5-on-4. It is Brewer. And we're tied at 102. Incredible. It is Brewer for 3. And he hit it. Corey Brewer. Standing tall. Smith's got Jordan. Steps back. Takes it. And makes it. Field goal attempts. Jason Terry.
So the Rockets trailed as many as 19 points before finishing the game on a 49-18 run over the final 14 and 14-plus minutes, I'd say.
4-point swing in this one. Paul finally knocks one down, and that will do it. One of the most stunning comebacks for a team facing elimination in the history of the NBA.
Third time in NBA history that a team playing at home with a chance to clinch the playoff series blew a double-digit lead entering the fourth quarter. It was a collapse, as Stephen A. mentioned earlier. So break it down for us, my friend. What happened?
The Clippers choked. This team just completely collapsed. Skip, I watched every moment of this game. I was shell-shocked at what I witnessed. I could not believe it.
And there will be a 7th game in Houston on Sunday.
8 seconds remaining. Rivers on Hart. Hart jab, spins, step back, puts it in. A rocket launch late in the third. And Houston 1 quarter away from a conference final. Jones out to Ariza for 3. It's good. Trevor Ariza. What a devastating finish this will be for the LA Clippers as they hear the celebration from the Rockets fans.
No, I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't really see the growth in the loss. You know, it's a long time till you get to the playoffs again. So a lot of credit goes to Houston. They beat us.
The man most responsible for this all-time ugly collapse was the man. It's Chris Paul. That's just me.
That'll do it. The Thunder reached their 3rd conference final in the last 4 years. Respect from Doc Rivers and Scott Brooks, 2 terrific teams battling the 6 games as OKC advances and will now play San Antonio. Timeout, and this is the largest lead of the afternoon for San Antonio.
Dribble in 1.5 seconds. Plumlee makes it. 3-point game. Clippers look for the 3 for the tie. Here's the long Trevor. Rivers, 3 on the way. It's short. And the Portland Trailblazers on to the second round for the second time.
Will the Clippers be back here Sunday playing the Game 7?
What?
Your feeling about, your level of confidence that you'll be back here again.
What you think? I'm on the team. What you want me to say? Nah, it's over. I mean, that's what you want to hear? Yes. Come on, man. You've been doing this long enough. Seriously, right?
You can expand upon that.
In 9 NBA seasons, he's been out of the first round only twice and never even to the conference finals. He is 16-24 in the post, 16-24, and you're bringing me superstar? Wait a second. He's been coming up way short in these postseasons. How are we calling him any kind of superstar?
Look, not to be redundant, but let's be real. Nobody's blind. We all know what the disappointing, unflattering, paltry numbers associated with Chris Paul, a.k.a. CP3, actually are. 76 playoff games, 9-time All-Star, universally recognized as one of the best point guards in the game, and not even a single NBA Finals appearance, or a conference Finals appearance for that matter.
This week, we really starting to get into all this, like, free agency stuff, like, dive into it. Like, I could sign 5-year here, 210. And it's crazy, because I've been all messed up, because like, obviously, like, where my kids go to school, my brother kids go to school, and all that stuff like that, like, we love it out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love it out here. Like, life is great, my wife, all that stuff, even getting to see y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff like that. Basketball, boy, like the whole thing with our team, like a lot of people see the wins and losses and all that stuff like that, but it's the culture of our team. And I told CJ, I was like, man, tell them, if you ain't trying to contend with the Warriors, then what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? The Warriors haven't lost in the playoffs. Like, if you're not trying to contend with them, then what are you doing?
Breaking news today, happened about 15 minutes ago. Chris Paul's Clipper career is officially over. I am being told the Clippers, all the front office guys were involved. Chris Paul now goes to the Rockets.
It's the energy. If you make shots enough, we'll give it down. Let's play hard. Let's go. Let's scream. Leave that out there right now. Leave all of it out there right now.
Oh, no, he did. Oh, no, he did. Chris Paul, that is not right. Seth Curry to the floor. Westbrook turns an ankle, and the shot by Chris is in.
High. Paul will lay it in. 121-1 to Lillard, letting us know about it.
No more State Farm commercials.
Has to force one.
Switched off, West back on Paul. Here's Paul with the step and the layup. What a fake. Color comes up top. Screen free. Paul fires and hits it. Putting between his legs. Putting another move on Curry. Moving it out. Gordon for three.
The Houston Rockets have survived Game 5 and are now 1 win away from the NBA Finals.
Houston will be a little worse with CP3 than it was last year without CP3.
So no third seed?
I don't think so.
Paul guarded by Cook. Paul on the spin. Rebound Lee.
And they might have to drag him because you know he's not going to come off the court. But he is hurt right now, limping, walking gingerly and slowly.
Curry gets behind.
You have to take Anderson out. His defense is so frustrating, sitting on the side when you can't do anything but cheer. And you are the leader of this team.
The Golden State Warriors are on their way to a 4th consecutive NBA final. This crowd is stunned. The 65-win Rockets are knocked off. The #1 team in the NBA this year with...
Oh, it's obvious they got to figure out a #2 with James Harden if you're going to keep Harden, who's better than Chris Paul is. Chris Paul is no longer a great player. He is a good player, but not a great one. He's been a great player almost his entire career, but just watch the way he played last season, and he just turned 34 years old.
My reaction was the Rockets' title window, which appeared to be closing, if not closed, sprung wide open last night. They move off of a 34-year-old Chris Paul for a far superior, if not flawed, 30-year-old Russell Westbrook.
He declined as a player. We're not giving him a Lifetime Achievement Award. We're talking about right now.
When's the last time he was an All-Star? 4 seasons. When's the last time he's been healthy? Hold on. Here's the reality.
when he was moved to the Thunder, the first thing they voice and say is, we are moving and trading Chris Paul. The first thing, hey, he will never wear an Oklahoma City Thunder jersey. Chris Paul is to a point in his career where he'll never play 82 games. He'll never be able to get you through a season. And if we're going to talk about elite, one elite player on a squad gets you to the playoffs. Chris Paul alone does not get you to the playoffs.
There's no way Chris Paul ever plays a game for Oklahoma City. Do I have that wrong?
Paul double teamed, heaves it from half court. Oh, and he got it to go!
Values by Adams. Number 12 in blue.
Paul dumps it off. 2-on-1. The trailer is Baisley right down the lane. Paul again lobs it up for 6 minutes with the Thunder out of this 5 points in the last 6 minutes with Steven Adams. What's happening here? Puts it up, away, oh, and he got it to go. Outside the Paul. Paul passed up the three instead, takes the jumper and knocks it down. Paul, Canada the foul. The continuation for Chris Paul. On the dribble, his three is good. Right down the pipe, straight away, Chris Paul. Dishing, tough step back shot, got fouled, and he knocks it down. The offense continues for Chris Paul with the shot clock winding down. Drive and kick. This time it's Paul. Wants the three, and Chris Paul got the three. No matter where he's at. Paul hangs, floats, and scores. The catalyst floats, and another big bucket for Chris Paul. Steal, and it's finally taken away by Paul. Tough corner three. How about Chris Paul? He remembers City against his former team. That time he got fouled. Oh, free. Money ball at the buzzer. Is he not remarked off the ring? It's Paul giving the Thunder the 1-point lead. Just going to come to move the ball. Paul trying to shake and bake and shed Capella. Nice step back. Paul forced out. Off the dribble. Takes the throw. And buries it over the outside. That's good. What a shot from Chris Paul.
Vegas oddsmakers predicted that this year's Thunder were in for a year of misery. But a funny thing has been happening in Oklahoma City this week. First, there was Monday night's game, when the Thunder pulled off a 26-point comeback against Chicago, a thriller highlighted by some vintage Chris Paul play. The Thunder were expected to be one of the league's chief sellers this trade season, except now OKC is sitting in the 7th spot in the West.